Treasure War is considered the hardest and most sweaty game mode on the Hive. And today, I'm going to be sharing a grand total of 15 tips with you. These tips will range from beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level. But quickly, before we get started, don't click off the video just thinking, what does this kid know? Because trust me, I have over 1,800 wins and almost 10,000 treasures destroyed. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with beginner level tips. Number 1, play the game a lot. Now, I don't really just mean just play the game. Like, you should be playing and getting used to the controls, getting used to how your character moves, getting used to how you hit, getting used to your sensitivity on your controller or your computer, your phone, or whatever you're using. And that pretty much wraps it up for tip number 1. Number 2, sumoing. Now, you may not know what a sumo entirely is, but I'll explain it. So, a sumo is basically where a group of 2 or more people get together in a custom server, and they build a platform using auto bridgers and put armor on so that they don't die, and proceed just to fist fight and get better at PvP and whatnot. Alright, now on to number 3. Number 3, having a good strategy. Now, having a good strategy based off of your skill level is crucial. If you're not very good at PvP, then you'll probably want to focus more on upgrading your gear and stuff like that, and then slowly taking out teams. I should be releasing a video shortly within the next few days or so about what kind of strategies to use at different levels and whatnot. So if you are not already, subscribe with post notifications on so that you get notified when that video is uploaded. Number 4, practice. Now, as they say, practice makes perfect. Now, if you don't practice the game, if you don't practice sumoing, if you don't practice bridging, if you don't practice all sorts of these different things, you're never going to get good. So you really just have to practice. Alright, that brings us on to our final one for the beginners. Number 5, learning how to bridge. Now, bridging is like the most important part of the game. If you can't get anywhere in between different islands and whatnot, then you can't go and kill players, or you can't go and upgrade your loot and whatnot. Now, most bridging methods on Bedrock Edition are extremely fast and extremely easy to do, as you can just place and hold for most of them. So that pretty much wraps it up for the beginner tips. So now we're on to intermediate tips. Number 1, Sumo players a bit better than you. Now, sumoing players that are better than you, assuming they're not miles better than you and just keep comboing you like crazy, will result in you pushing your skills and whatnot, which will cause you to get better. If you're sumoing players lower level than you, it's not causing you to push your skills, and it won't really cause you to get much better. Number 2, learn how to jump reset. Jump resetting will allow you to combo so much easier. Basically, you could say that it makes you take no KB, which it pretty much does. And it's pretty easy to pull off, it just requires tons of timing, which right now, that's something that I'm still struggling with. Number 3, practice your aim. Now, practicing your aim, whether it's in like the hub, the game lobby, the pre-game lobby, the after-game lobby, in the game, just practicing on your treasure even, just kind of strafing around it and just trying to keep your crosshair perfectly on whatever you're attempting to hit. Now, that may sound kind of weird, but it will make you better. Number 4, grind level 100. Grinding level 100 will get you a ton of experience, and you will get miles better. With the more experience you have, the better you will become. Number 5, start developing a new strategy. Now, at the lower level, you'll probably need a strategy more just kind of upgrading your loot and whatnot, and then slowly taking out players. But as you get better and better, you'll have to upgrade your loot less, and you can take out players faster. But if you're still struggling to win, then maybe try upgrading your loot more and slowly taking out players. Now, for the advanced tips. Number 1, again, sumo players that are better than you. But again, not miles better than you, not like top 100 or stuff like that. Unless you are around top 100 level, that is. But still, Sumoing comes for every single level. No matter what level you are, no matter how good you are, there's always, pretty much always, going to be somebody that's better than you. Number 2, Scrims. Now, joining a Scrim team will allow you to compete at high levels with high-level players, and you will be competing against other high-level players like you. These matches can get pretty intense, so it is quite a high-level thing. And don't just join like a low-level Scrim team. Like, join a Scrim team that would suit your level. Number 3, play the game for multiple hours a day. If you want to get really good, the top players are playing for multiple hours upon hours a day. Number 4, grind max level. Now, semi-recently, they updated Treasure Wars so that instead of just reaching level 100 as max level, now you can prestige 5 different times, and so that will reset your levels from level 100 down to level 1. And so now, technically, max level is like 600. And doing so, that will give you a lot more experience as well, and will just perfect your overall strategy and overall things. Alright, number 5, the final tip. Solo queue duos or even trios. Solo queuing duos or even trios will allow you to put yourself in positions where you're fighting 2 players or even 3 players at one time. Just don't really solo queue squads, because like squads is mainly just lower level players that are just new to the game, and so it's just a bunch of free easy kills, while duos and trios are more sweaty. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe for more Treasure Wars content like this, how to get better, and just funny content in general. Alright, see ya.